Alright, so after Brandon Moreno's performance over Amir Albazi yesterday, it's very clear that the future of the flyweight division is absolutely doomed, okay? Brandon Royval, he's absolutely doomed us all to watching the same three contenders just fight for the belt over and over again. Anyway, before I get into it, let me know what you think about the state of the flyweight division right now, and while you're down there, I'd appreciate if you could like and subscribe. We're close to 340 subs, I believe. Anyway, let me get into it, okay? Because Brandon Royval, him himself is really not that bad, to be honest, because I like Brandon Royval. I'm a huge fan of him, but I hate him now. Okay, he's ruined he's ruined the future of the flyweight division. Okay, I'll get into why. Okay, but I want to go on a rant about Brandon Royval because this whole title run is meaningless. Okay, flyweight. If you don't know me, flyweight is my favorite division. Okay, I know some like hardcore fan stuff where, bro, flyweight division, man, bro, it's actually the best division in the UFC, man. Some real technical strikers, man. Like, it's fun. Okay, you know, half the time they're like fighting over like 50 cents and maybe like half a can of Pringles, maybe, like, you know, who knows what Dana's paying them, or it's just like some absolutely insane prospect from like a foreign country fighting some random Mexican guy who doesn't even know why he's in there. Okay, like, it's just cool. It's a cool division. I like it. But Brandon Royval, he's ruined it. He's completely ruined it because he keeps beating all the contenders, but he can't win the belt. It's so annoying because it's like, bro, yeah, he's better than everybody else, okay? He's beat Brandon Moreno, which, you know, I'll get into that later. He beat Tatsuro Taira recently. He's beat a lot of the top 5 guys. He's beat a lot of the guys in the rankings. But it's meaningless because he's not going to beat Pantoja. Like, it's just not going to happen, okay? And it's like, bro, I want him to beat Pantoja, okay? I picked him to beat Pantoja last time. And it's like, bro, it's just not going to happen, though. He's just not good enough to beat Pantoja. Or at least, Pantoja is such a nightmare matchup for him that it's just never going to happen, no matter what, okay? Because you look at the, you know, Royval versus Pantoja fight, the first fight and the second fight, you know, it's like, when is a situation like this where there's a gatekeeper to the belt? You know, for example, a guy like Max Holloway and Alexander Volkanovski, where Holloway was outside of the, you know, title picture, and, you know, he was beating all the contenders, he was getting the title shots with, you know, Volkanovski. It was like, you know, the first 2 fights, it was close, you know, the second fight was very close, first fight was very close, you know, and then the third fight, Volkanovski absolutely dominated him, and then it was kind of clear Holloway's probably not going to beat Volkanovski. That's already happened. That was their first fight, okay? Pantoja subbed him, okay? He already finished him, and on top of that, the second fight was like an actual emasculation, okay? Just basically laid on top of Royval, just humped him for 25 minutes, and it's like, even the one round that Royval won where he had success, it wasn't even like a crazy successful round, okay? Like, this guy's whole, like, Royval, his whole game plan is basically just, you know, he's basically just a good WMA fighter. That's the only way I can describe it. You know, there's karate ones that go, hey, 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 you know, just shouting across the ring. That's basically what Royval does. Like, he's just throwing, like, these pit-pat punches. He's throwing, like, 5 million strikes every second. Very entertaining to watch, but it's like, bro, that's not effective, okay? That's not going to work against a guy like Pantoja with an iron chin, crazy power, crazy grappling. He's just going to take you down and basically do it once. And he's done that time and time against Royval. So it's just pointless, and it really sucks, okay? Because I just want to see a guy like, you know, Tatsuro Taira. I want to see Makayev or something, you know? I want to see these guys win the belt, okay? I want them to take down Pantoja because I know they can, okay? I know Tatsuro Taira can do it, okay? Because, you know, Pantoja's striking is not the best. Okay, his grappling is very, very good. We need someone with a good, like, ground game, like Makayev, like Taira. That is who we need. We do not need Royval to come back and just get laid on again, because I know it's gonna happen. Because I know it's gonna happen. It happens like every single time. Okay, I guarantee you, if they rematch, Pantoja's just gonna smoke him, and it's just gonna be pointless. That's the issue with all of this. Okay, I have no issue with Royval getting a title shot because I want him to win. I want him to be champion. But, bro, like, he's not going to be champion. It's just not going to happen, okay? It's just, like, wishful thinking at this point. Okay, and, you know, no hate to Royval, because I'm sure some people are going to take it as I'm hating Royval. Again, I love Royval. He's probably, like, my third favorite flyweight, you know? Like, probably Tatsuro Taira and Asu Omabayev are, like, my top 2 right now. But he's up there, okay? I love seeing Royval fight. I want to see him fight, but, like, I don't want to see him lose, bro. Like, I don't want to see this guy just go in there against, like, no, Pantoja and just get taken down, and that's it. But let's get into how exactly he's doomed the division, okay? Because it all starts when he loses to Pantoja, okay? He loses to Pantoja very dominantly, and it's very clear from that moment that he's probably never going to beat Pantoja, okay? And I don't want to doubt him, I don't want to count him out, but, like, it's just so unlikely. It's very unlikely he's ever going to beat Pantoja. And then, you know, he goes on and he fights Brandon Moreno. Now, given, you know, Moreno's performance yesterday over Amir Albazi, like, maybe that performance is a bit overrated, okay? Because, like, looking at it now, like, Moreno did not look very good at all, okay? You look at that performance, he did not look Like, bro, he was so washed. He was so washed. When I say Moreno was washed, he looked terrible. Okay, all he did was like throw the same overhand calf kick combo over and over again, and that was it. That was literally it. That was the end of his game. Okay, I don't know what he was thinking. It was just that was it. Okay, but against a guy like, Amir Albazi in yesterday, he completely dominated, completely outstruck him, and I honestly think if that was the same Moreno that fought Brandon Royval, given that they went to a close fight, okay, he went to a close fight with a washed Brandon Moreno. Low key, if that version of Brandon Moreno fought Brandon Royval, he might have got smoked, okay, because this guy was getting caught by the same combination. Like, at some point you should have been able to see that coming. But anyway, he beats Moreno. Some people are saying it was a robbery. I think if you watch that fight, it's definitely not a robbery. I feel like the rounds that Royval won, he clearly won. And then the rounds that Moreno won, it was debatable, but, it's still clearly like Moreno, I feel like he won. And then he goes on to fight Tatsuro Taira. This fight broke my heart, okay, bro. Tatsuro Taira is like one of my favorite fighters in the UFC right now. I think he's top 5 for me. And look, bro, to see him lose, I thought that performance was really good by Tatsuro Taira, but bro, he killed the one guy we all wanted to be champ, bro. Everyone loved that. I'm happy, thank you. He's a cool name. The guy had aura. Okay, the guy had crazy aura, and that's it, bro. He just loses it like that. And by the way, that fight was a banger though, so I don't even mind it. Okay, because that was like a fight of the year contender. People are gonna say Max Holloway versus Justin Gaethje when absolutely nothing happened in that entire fight except the KO. Like, if you took away the KO from that fight, like, bro, nobody would have talked about it. But anyway, still. Brandon Royval versus Tatsuro Taira, absolutely crazy fight. Sadly, he beats Tatsuro Taira, okay? And it makes it even worse that he was so nice about it afterwards, because now there's just like, there's no storyline there either. There's no reason to hate Brandon Royval. He's just a great guy now, so actually no reason for this. Like, bro, what has he done, bro? He's beat the only contender that was supposed to be, like, actually really good. He was 16-0. If he went on to fight Pantoja, that would have been crazy. Okay, just beat Brandon Royval, but then he loses, okay? I couldn't have been the only guy who's like praying that Taira was gonna win a robbery over Brandon Royval. Like, I was praying for that. I was praying that he was just gonna somehow, Sal Diamato over there, just gonna, 48-47 Taira. Like, bro, I was praying, okay? But he beats him, and it's not even like he beat him in such an impressive way either, which makes it even worse. It's not like he just went out there, dominated Taira, showed that he's improved. When he got taken down by Taira, it was like actually night and day. It was like Pantoja all over again. Okay, Tatsuro Taira dominated him on the ground. But on the striking, Taira is absolutely terrible. Okay, this guy's actually brain dead. I don't know what he was doing. This guy never moved his head. He literally stood like this the whole fight. Just sticking his neck out, and, Brandon Royval was able to just basically jab him up at range, and he was just cooked. He was absolutely cooked, okay? His what's it called? The Mexican curse against Tatsuro Taira finally got ended by Brandon Royval. Yeah, and now where exactly is the issue with this? Is that he's beat the #1 prospect at Flyweight, the guy who was supposed to beat Pantoja, okay? Insane grappling. Like, I still believe that Tatsuro Taira would be able to out-grapple Pantoja, because Pantoja, he's good. Like, he's very technically good on the ground, but he has no threat. Like, there's no ground and pound, there's no submission threat. So it's like, if Pantoja gets you down, it's just very, very boring. Like, that's just what happens. So I think Tatsuro Taira, he had the submission ability, he had the ground and pound. I think he would have been able to out-grapple Pantoja. On the feet, low-key, Pantoja would just knock him out after seeing the Royval fight. But look, Royval's taken out the biggest prospect, and now he's beat Brandon Moreno. And the reason that this is an issue is now Brandon Moreno, he's beat Amir Albazi, okay? And now Amir Albazi is another prospect who's now gone, okay? You can't really make a case for him. Makayev's been cut from the UFC. So now the two guys who can really get title shot is either Brandon Moreno or Brandon Royval. But Brandon Moreno's already lost to Brandon Royval, so you can't really justify giving Brandon Moreno another title shot, because he's also like 0-2 against Pantoja. So it's just like the division's cooked. He's like, they've killed. It's like, bro, because maybe if Moreno had another fight, that's fine, okay? Because we all like Moreno. He's very entertaining, and like, he's cool, right? They were having absolute wars. But, exactly, that's what it was. It was a war. Royval did not have a war with Pantoja. He just gets dominated every time, and it's just like, bro, I don't want to see it. And anyway, that's really it, bro. I can't believe this, that, Royval has killed my favorite division in the UFC. But, look, some fights got announced, I think, what was it? I think it was Joaquin Buckley versus Ian Gary. I don't know what Colby Covington's doing. Okay, this guy's actually ducking Ian Gary. Bro, imagine ducking Ian Gary, bro. That is actually so funny, bro. This guy's ducking, like, the least skilled guy in the top 10. But still, he's ducking Ian Gary. Joaquin Buckley versus Ian Gary. That's a pretty good fight. But I think Joaquin Buckley is probably going to KO, what's his name? Ian McCuckey Gary. Like, I don't really see how Ian Gary wins. I think Joaquin Buckley is just better everywhere. Maybe he'll leg kick KO Buckley low key, or maybe catch him with something nice. But like, bro, like, I think Joaquin Buckley's the better grappler. He's probably the more explosive striker, and I think that's just gonna catch Ian Gary, because Ian Gary's gonna try and have a close fight. You know, a technical kickboxing fight is just not gonna go. It's not gonna go well. Joaquin Buckley is just gonna rush in the same way he did to Thompson, I think, because, you know, Ian Gary's not the best boxer. But yeah, that's really it. That's all I have to say. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. That's gonna be it. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. All right.